Namaskar and welcome to Sunset TV. You are watching House Highlights. The program encapsulates the proceedings of both the Houses of Parliament on the day in a nutshell. I'm Rajiv Kumar Singh. Let us begin with the headlines. In response to the discussion on agriculture ministries functioning in the Rajya Sabha, Shivraj Singh Chauhan says NDA government committed to the welfare of the farmers, stresses on the government's 6 priorities for the agriculture sector, including ensuring fair prices for crops. Lok Sabha discusses the demands for grants of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Treasury benches highlight government's achievements and attention to medical education and health sector. Opposition members call the allocation for health inadequate. Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnav informs Rajya Sabha Kavach 4.0 has received final approval. Indigenous security system will be widely used by the Indian Railways. Questions related to various ministries, including agriculture and health, answered in the Parliament. Now, news from the lower house, the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha began the day on Friday by congratulating Swapnil Kusale for winning bronze medal in the men's 50-meter rifle 3-position event at Paris Olympics. Speaker Om Birla said Kusale's achievement was a matter of national pride.
सदस्यगण 1 अगस्त 2024 को श्री स्वप्निल कुसाले ने पेरिस ओलंपिक 2024 में 50 मीटर पुरुष राइफल स्पर्धा में कांस्य पदक जीतकर एक बड़ी उपलब्धि हासिल की है। ये पेरिस ओलंपिक खेलों में भारत का तीसरा कांस्य पदक है। श्री कुसाले की उत्कृष्ट उपलब्धि राष्ट्रीय गौरव का विषय है। मैं अपनी ओर से तथा पूरे सदन की ओर से स्वप्निल कुसाले जी को हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं तथा ओलंपिक में भाग ले रहे भारतीय खिलाड़ियों के दल को भी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं।
On Friday, 20 questions listed for oral answers in the Lok Sabha are from the ministries of Ayush, Chemicals and Fertilizers, Defence, External Affairs, Health and Family Welfare, Law and Justice, Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Women and Child Development. The House could reach question number 7 for the day. Oral answers provided within the stipulated time concerned drugs under DPCO, empanel government and private hospitals under ABPMJAY, Ayushman Bharat health accounts, medical facilities at AIIMS, Ayush research in Ayurveda College, patent on Covaxin and physically unfit adult population. Replying to one of the questions on AIIMS, Health and Family Welfare Minister JP Nadda said the construction of AIIMS at Madurai, Tamil Nadu has got delayed due to technical reasons. He assured DMK member A. Raja that construction will begin soon. Important papers were laid on the table of the Lok Sabha on Friday. Papers concerning the Ministry of Law and Justice, Ministry of Ayush, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Ministry of Defence, Ministry of Women and Child Development were tabled. After the laying of important papers related to different ministries, the Lok Sabha on Friday passed 2 motions. Health Minister JP Nadda brought a motion for election of 1 member to the Governing Council of Northeastern Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences in Shillong. The Speaker took a sense of the House via voice vote and the motion was passed. Member from Ranchi, Sanjay Seth then brought a motion for election of 2 members to the Central Advisory Committee for the National Cadet Corps. The Speaker again took the sense of the House through a voice vote and the motion was passed. Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Arjun Ram Meghwal then let the House know about the pending business left for the remainder of the session that is going to be taken up from Monday.
With your permission, I rise to announce that government business during the remaining part of the second session of the 18th Lok Sabha will consist
Item
of 1. Consideration of any item of the government business carried over from the today's order papers. It contains discussion and voting on demand for grants 2425 of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And second, discussion on the voting of the demand for grants for the 202425 of the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy. Second, discussion and voting on demand for grants for 202425 of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Third, bulleting of outstanding demand for grants in respect of Union Budget for 2025. Fourth, consideration of passing of the following bills: the Finance Number 2 Bill 2024. Second, the Bharatiya Vayuyan Vidhek 2024. Third, the Disaster Management Amendment Bill 2024. Fifth, the consideration and passing of the readjustment of representation of scheduled tribe in Assembly Constitution of the State of Goa Bill 2024 after its introduction. Sixth, the consideration and passing of the of Fields Regulation and Development Amendment Bill 2024 after its introduced consideration and passing in Rajya Sabha.
Under the Union Budget, discussion and voting on demands for grants under the control of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for 2024-25 took place in the Lok Sabha on Friday. The discussion veered from appreciation of government's efforts, especially during the pandemic, and demands for better health facilities in smaller towns and villages. Members from across the party lines took part in the discussion. Let us listen in to some excerpts from the discussion.
Sir, I have also been listening to my friends on the other side when they're repetitively talking about out-of-pocket expenditure, which is large in our country. But we also have to appreciate, sir, the work done by the interventions done by the central government by setting up not only the wellness centers which help in screening of the patients, but also in setting up the Jan Aushadhi Kendras, because largely the patients have to spend large amounts of money, and the burden on the people of India is largely when it comes to medicines. So the Jan Aushadhi Kendras actually help in reduction of expenditure to the patients, and also the Ayushman Bharat, which actually provides insurance coverage for 50 crore population in our country.
For every 30 minutes of delay in initiating treatment for heart attack, risk of death increases by 7%. So this is where a time has come. We have to adopt what is called hub and spoke model for treating heart attack. The spoke hospitals has to be taluk hospitals, and hub hospital has to be the tertiary care hospital in nearby bigger cities. So initial treatment has to be given in taluk hospital under spoke and hub model. We have what is called one minute injection of clot dissolving drug. If that medicine, a simple injection in an ordinary MBBS doctor can do with little bit of awareness, if it is given within the first 3 to 6 hours of heart attack, risk of death comes down by 20% to 5%. And otherwise, what is happening today in semi-urban and rural areas, heart attack patients and stroke, they are traveling hundreds of kilometers to bigger cities, thereby precious time is lost.
Arogyam paramam bhagyam swasthyam sarvartha sadhanam. Good health is the ultimate goal, and anybody who has good health can accomplish any task given to him or her. At the cost of being repetitive, I would like to inform the House that Madam Nirmala Sitharaman came here and presented a very well-structured health budget of approximately rupees 91,000 crore, which aims at boosting the robust health system of our country of 1.4 billion people.
I have seen, sir, the terminal ill diseases which the poor people are suffering at the ground is unbearable the cost, they cannot afford, sir. I request Honorable Prime Minister is a common man's Prime Minister. Honorable Health Minister also a common man who represents the entire mass of the India as a health minister. And Honorable Prime Minister is a Finance Minister also benevolent to give an ample opportunity in a health budget. So, sir, that's why here it is, sir, for terminal diseases like a kidney failure or heart diseases or heart sugar, liver problem, the cost is around above 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh, sir. The common man is unable to bear these things. I hope the government will consider this proposal to increase the Ayushman Bharat Yojana from 5 lakh to 10 lakh.
Custom duty rates on X-ray tubes and flat panel detectors have been revised. This adjustment is expected to positively impact the X-ray machine industry by improving component availability and reducing the costs. This change is anticipated to support the domestic medical device sector, enhance component availability at reduced cost, and make advanced medical imaging more accessible and affordable.
After the discussion on demands for grants of the Health Ministry, Lok Sabha took up matters of urgent public importance. Members raised issues related to their constituencies. BJP member from Godda, Nishikant Dubey, says democracy is in danger in Jharkhand. In certain schools in Godda, Urdu has been added without any government notification. Holidays has been declared on Fridays now. Please stop this and save democracy. Now let us take a look on what took place in the Rajya Sabha. In the Rajya Sabha, Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, reiterated the government's commitment to the welfare and development of farmers. The Agriculture Minister stated that subsidies will continue to increase the farmers' income and reduce agricultural costs. He was responding to a discussion on the functioning of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. The minister outlined 6 priorities of the Modi government for agriculture: increasing production, reducing production costs, ensuring fair prices for produce, providing adequate relief during natural disasters, promoting diversification of agriculture, and encouraging natural farming. He also mentioned that while Congress was in power for years, it never seriously addressed the issue of irrigation systems.
हमारी 6 प्राथमिकताएं मैं आपके सामने निवेदन करना चाहता हूं। 6 प्राथमिकताएं। नंबर 1, उत्पादन बढ़ाना। नंबर 2, उत्पादन की लागत घटाना। नंबर 3, उत्पादन के ठीक दाम देना। और नंबर 4, प्राकृतिक आपदा में ठीक राहत की राशि देना। नंबर 5, कृषि का विविधीकरण, खेती में वैल्यू एडिशन। और माननीय अध्यक्ष सभापति जी, आने वाली पीढ़ियों के लिए भी धरती सुरक्षित रहे, इसलिए प्राकृतिक खेती को बढ़ावा देने का प्रयास सुविचारित ढंग से यह भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार, एनडीए की सरकार खेती का रोड मैप बना के काम कर रही है। जब रिवर लिंकिंग की बात आई और यह कहा गया कि क्या नर्मदा जी को क्षिप्रा जी से जोड़ा जा सकता है, तब उत्तर था उधर से कि नहीं, इम्पॉसिबल। हमने कहा संभव शब्द हमारे शब्दकोश में नहीं है और तय किया कि नर्मदा जी के पानी को क्षिप्रा जी में ले जाएंगे और ले जाके दिखा देंगे। नर्मदा क्षिप्रा, नर्मदा जी गंभीर, नर्मदा जी पार्वती, नर्मदा जी काली सिंध, सबको जोड़ने का काम हुआ। और आज नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में कैन और बेतवा को जोड़ने के प्रोजेक्ट को भी स्वीकृति दे दी गई है। 20 लाख हेक्टेयर जमीन, 20 लाख एकड़ जमीन में सिंचाई पहली प्राथमिकता होनी चाहिए थी। वायु प्रदूषण के रोकथाम के लिए भी, पराली की समस्या से निपटने के लिए 2018 में एक नई योजना बनाई। पंजाब, हरियाणा, उत्तर प्रदेश, मध्य प्रदेश, यहाँ के किसान और दिल्ली में फसल अवशेष प्रबंधन योजना शुरू की, जिसके परिणाम स्वरूप पराली जलाने की घटनाओं और उसके कारण होने वाले प्रदूषण में कमी आई है। 3,540 करोड़ से ज्यादा रुपया उसमें खर्चा किया गया है। स्वामीनाथन आयोग की रिपोर्ट पर भी अमल किया तो श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने। कृषि मूल्य लागत आयोग अब मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस तय करता है तो लागत पर 50% मुनाफा लाभ दे के तय करता है और उसी के अनुसार एमएसपी तय की जाती है। हाँ, हुड्डा जी मुख्यमंत्री थे, मुख्यमंत्रियों की कमेटी बनी थी, मुख्यमंत्रियों के उस समय के तत्कालीन मुख्यमंत्रियों की कमेटी बनी थी। उसमें तो हुड्डा जी ने भी सिफारिश की थी, मानी नहीं गई। कौन मानता है? आज मुझे ये कहते हुए गर्व है, प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में राष्ट्रीय कृषि मंडी इनाम इस व्यवस्था को बनाया गया। एक अखिल भारतीय इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ट्रेडिंग पोर्टल है ये इनाम, जो एग्रीकल्चर जिन्स के लिए पंजीकृत राष्ट्रीय बाजार के लिए एक वर्चुअल प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से रियल एपीएमसी के नेटवर्क को तैयार करने का प्रयास करता है। 23 राज्यों, बताते हुए प्रसन्नता है, 23 राज्यों और 4 केंद्रों में 1389 मंडियों को इनाम जारी किया गया है। सरकार इस पर निरंतर ध्यान रख के काम करेगी, क्योंकि किसान हमारे लिए केवल इंसान नहीं है, अन्नदाता मतलब जीवन दाता। भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था की कृषि रीढ़ है और किसान उसके प्राण हैं। हमारे लिए माननीय सभापति जी किसान वोट बैंक नहीं है, हमारे लिए तो किसान भगवान है। किसान की सेवा हमारे लिए भगवान की पूजा है और वो मानकर ही हम आगे व्यवहार करेंगे। लेकिन बावजूद इसके माननीय सभापति महोदय, धान की खरीदी हो या गेहूं की खरीद हो, जब जब आवश्यकता हुई सरकार ने पर्याप्त खरीदी है।
In Rajya Sabha, DMK's Mohammad Abdullah presented a private resolution bill demanding the removal of education from the concurrent list and its inclusion under the states list in the Constitution's 7th schedule. A debate took place between the ruling party and the opposition regarding the private resolution. The resolution also demanded the abolition of the NEET entrance exam for medical colleges and the NTA responsible for conducting it. The ruling party argued that the matter is under judicial review and therefore should not be discussed in the House.
It goes against the several precedents and parliamentary norms and practice. Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court had gave directions in 2018. After those directions and that judgment, NEET exam has been conducted by NTA.
No, sir, no, sir.
Sir,
please,
sir.
Let him.
Abhi,
let him.
Sir, Sarkar has
please
created.
Let him speak. Please.
Sarkar is seized of the issue. This debate has been discussed in Parliament many times. Recent Supreme Court judgment is also on record, sir. And the government has instituted a high-powered committee headed by eminent personalities to look at the whole reform of examination process, to review the functioning of NTA, to look at the data security protocols. Sir, now if this August House is going to discuss scrapping of NTA and NEET, it will go against the spirit of Supreme Court judgment, sir. Therefore, I'll urge the honourable member to withdraw the resolution.
क्योंकि सर हम लोग जुडिशरी और लेजिस्लेचर हम लोग एक दूसरे को हम लोग चैलेंज नहीं करते हैं, एक दूसरे को हम इज्जत देते हैं और सुप्रीम कोर्ट का रूलिंग जो होता है वो भी लॉ ऑफ द लैंड होता है और ये संसद भी देश के लिए कानून बनाते हैं। तो जो अभी का परिस्थिति में जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ऑर्डर को गवर्नमेंट ने मान करके आगे इम्प्लीमेंटेशन का प्रोसेस भी शुरू कर चुके हैं, ऐसा समय में इस विषय को फिर से चर्चा करना वो हमारे इस परंपरा के अनुसार ठीक नहीं रहेगा। इसलिए जो मेंबर ने अपोज किया है तो सर आप डिवीजन पे इसको डाल दीजिए।
Health and Family Welfare Minister J.P. Nadda intervened in the discussion on the private resolution, stating that India has a robust education system that maintains harmony between the centre and the states. He argued that NEET is an effective system.
रिफॉर्म्स ला रहे हैं और वो रिफॉर्म्स किसी व्यक्ति के लिए नहीं, पूरे समाज के लिए, पूरे देश के लिए। आज हमारा बच्चा कोई साउथ में दौड़ करके कोई कैपिटेशन फीस दे करके वहां नहीं पढ़ने जा रहा है। आज सारी की सारी काउंसलिंग डायरेक्टर जनरल फॉर हेल्थ सर्विसेज के माध्यम से यहां से होता है और हम तय करते हैं कि किस सीट पर जाकर के कौन किस गरीब का बच्चा कहां पढ़ेगा। इतना बड़ा रिफॉर्म, इतना बड़ा रिफॉर्म, इतनी बड़ी परिवर्तन जिससे लाखों बच्चों का फायदा हो रहा है, लाखों बच्चों का फायदा हो रहा है। नीट को हम अंडरमाइन ना करें। बड़ा रोबस्ट सिस्टम है, बहुत अच्छा सिस्टम है, गांव के लोगों को मेडिकल एजुकेशन में लाने का बहुत बड़ा माध्यम है और इसलिए इस रोबस्ट सिस्टम के बारे में हम जब चर्चा करें तो हम इसके बेसिक जो इसकी बुनियादी स्पिरिट थी और है उसको हम डैमेज ना पहुंचाएं, ये मेरा निवेदन है।
ऑनरेबल मेंबर्स, the resolution moved by Shri M. Muhammad Abdullah, member has remained. It has remained inconclusive. So his presence and absence doesn't. It has remained inconclusive. It has remained inconclusive.
Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar also noted that there is widespread concern about integrity of the competitive examination system in the country.
Honorable members, all of us are seriously concerned with purity of examination system. Seriously concerned. And we want NEET also to be very neat. But I'll suggest anyone who commits a culpable act is condemnable. Then we will not look at he belongs to this side or this side or that side. The House has to show objectivity. Therefore, this is not an occasion to take political mileage. Our education system, our competitive examination system, we had the occasion, the education minister saying in the House, the matter having been fully examined by the Supreme Court. Therefore, let all of us in the House and outside promote a mechanism so that talent does not get backseat.
On the commencement of the proceedings of Rajya Sabha, Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar conveyed birthday wishes to Dr. Anil Sukhdev Rao Bonde, whose birthday falls on August 3rd. He is the General Secretary of BJP Kisan Morcha. The chairman also wished Mahinder Bhatt.
Members, I take the opportunity to wish birthday greetings to Honorable Member of Parliament, Dr. Anil Sukhdev Rao Bonde.
धन्यवाद।
आपके नाम में सुख भी है और देव भी है। His birthday is tomorrow on 3rd August. This is being done as per practice. A member of this August House since July 2022, Sri Sukhdev Rao Bonde, has been a minister in Maharashtra government and member of Maharashtra Legislative Assembly for 2 terms in the past. He is the National General Secretary of BJP Kisan Morcha. He is a medical practitioner and also a farmer. He owns high-tech multi-specialty hospital and research center, a hospital in Amravati, Maharashtra, and is a member of Indian Medical Association and the Association of Physicians of India. He runs a school and is associated with the Skilling Center and an old age home in Amravati. Honorable members, I take opportunity to extend birthday greetings to Honorable Member of Parliament, Sri Mahinder Bhatt, whose birthday is on 4th of August. A 2-time member of the Legislative Assembly of Uttarakhand, 2002 to 2007 and 2017, to 2022. Shri Bhatt has recently been elected as a member of this August House in April 2024. He was also the Vice President of Minor Irrigation Department, Governor of Uttarakhand 2010 to 2012. Hailing from Chamoli district of Uttarakhand, he has been an active leader since his youth and held several key positions at his state level. In the BJP, he also played active role during the Uttarakhand Rajya Andolan.
In Rajya Sabha on Friday, along with the serious discussions, there were some light-hearted moments.
Did you get a lunch break?
One second, ma'am.
Yes.
Let me be serious at your lighter note. And let me be very serious at your very lighter note.
सर मैं जया अमिताभ बच्चन आपसे पूछ रही हूँ आपको आज लंच ब्रेक मिला? नहीं मिला। तभी आप बार बार जयराम जी का नाम ले रहे हैं। आप उनके नाम बगैर लिए आपका खाना हजम ही नहीं हो।
अब एक चीज बताऊं, लाइटर नोट पर बताऊं, मैंने लंच रिसेस में लंच नहीं लिया, पर उसके बाद मैंने लंच जयराम जी के साथ लिया और आज ही लिया। एंड लेट मी टेल दी डिस्टिंग्विश्ड ऑनरेबल मेंबर, ये पहला मौका शायद कि मैं आपका भी फैन हूं और अमिताभ जी का भी हूं। हैं? नहीं, ऐसा कोई कपल मुझे मिला नहीं और।
हाँ, तभी मेरा नाम ऐसा।
On that point.
Thank you.
Otherwise, ma'am, on a lighter note, a very serious issue, I'm a consistent person. And my past is proof of it.
That's all we have in House Highlights for the day. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep watching Sunset Television. Goodbye.